He teaches her to be gentle. She teaches him to be bold. And together, they walk through a world that neither of them will ever face alone. When Isaac first met his baby sister Florence, the world was quiet. There were no trumpets, no grand welcomes, just a gentle moment where two souls met and silently recognized each other. He didn't hold her right away. But when he did, something shifted in the room. Something unspoken, deep, and ancient. He looked at her not with confusion, but with calmness. Not with fear, but with fascination. Even then, with his tender hands and unsure gaze, Isaac knew. This one's mine to look after. Being a big brother isn't always about being the fastest or the strongest. Sometimes, it's about presence. About knowing when to stay close, when to protect, when to simply be the steady heartbeat in the room. That's what Isaac became. He couldn't always speak the way others did. He couldn't always run to catch her when she stumbled. But what he could do, he did with all his heart. He sat by Florence when she cried as a baby, quietly humming until she stopped. He waited patiently during story time, even when it was her turn again and again. He offered her his favorite toy, not because anyone told him to, but because he knew it made her happy. That's the thing about Isaac, his love is quiet but powerful. He doesn't announce it. He lives it. Florence didn't have to ask for his protection. She grew up wrapped in it. Most people think of leadership as loud, commanding, visible. But Isaac leads with gentleness. He shows Florence how to be patient, not by explaining it, but by being it. He teaches her how to celebrate the little things, like tying a shoelace or completing a puzzle, because he knows what it takes to get there. Florence, spirited and quick, often rushes through life. But when she's with Isaac, she slows down. Not because she's forced to, but because he makes the moment feel sacred. He's taught her to be present. To see people fully. To listen with more than her ears. And in turn, she's learned to follow him, even if the world doesn't always realize who's leading who. Because when Isaac smiles after Florence figures something out, it's not just pride, it's a kind of big brother joy. And when she falls and he offers a hand, clumsy, but full of intent, she doesn't see disability. She sees strength. His strength. Isaac has lived through more in his young life than many do in decades. He's faced surgeries, therapies, developmental delays, all with a calm that defies explanation. And Florence has watched it all. She's seen him walk into hospitals with brave eyes. She's watched him work harder than most children just to speak a sentence or climb a flight of stairs. And through it all, he never once asked, "Why me?" He just keeps going. And that is the kind of brother a sister looks up to. Florence looks at him and sees resilience. She talks about him to others not with pity, but with awe. "Isaac's so brave," she says proudly. "He teaches me how to be brave too." Despite his challenges, Isaac has an instinctive awareness of Florence's needs. When she's sad, he notices. Even if he doesn't have the words, he finds a way to comfort her, with a hug, a soft hum, a shared biscuit. When she's proud, he claps harder than anyone. When she's tired, he sits beside her in quiet solidarity. When she's had a bad day, he doesn't ask questions, he just stays near. And Florence knows. My brother doesn't say a lot. But I always know what he means. He teaches her every day that real love is not always spoken, it's felt. One evening, Florence was frightened by a thunderstorm. She clung to her mother, wide-eyed, trembling. But Isaac walked over with a flashlight and sat next to her. No words. Just presence. He handed her the light and smiled. In that moment, he led. He said, without speaking, "I've faced scary things. You can too. And I'll be right here." Florence never forgot that. Even now, when storms come, outside or inside, it's Isaac she looks for. Because she knows, he's not just her brother with special needs. He's her light in the storm. Yes, Florence helps Isaac, ties his shoes, explains what he can't. But that's only half the story. Because Isaac helps her too. He teaches her to slow down. He shows her how to celebrate the smallest wins. He anchors her when the world gets too loud. Their bond is not charity. It is reciprocity. Florence may be more outspoken, but Isaac grounds her. And when she brags to her friends, "That's my brother," it's never because she sees him as someone to fix. It's because she sees him as someone to follow. As they grow, Isaac will continue to face challenges. And Florence will continue to shine in her own fiery way. But woven between their differences is a powerful truth. Isaac is not a burden Florence carries. He is a compass she follows. And she is not just his helper. She is the one who gets to walk beside a rare kind of leader. A brother who leads through presence. Who protects not with fists, but with faith. Who teaches not by lecturing, but by living. In the eyes of the world, Isaac may never be a CEO, a footballer, or a star student. But to Florence, he is her first friend, her quiet guide, her fearless big brother. And that title, that role, that love, it's more powerful than anything the world could measure. If this story touched your heart, even just a little, then we invite you to keep walking with us. Because this is just one chapter in a much bigger journey. Isaac's life is not defined by limitations. It's defined by moments of courage, joy, and a love that teaches us what really matters. And Florence? She's right there with him, wide-eyed, bold, and forever cheering him on. Their bond isn't just something to admire. It's something to carry with you. A reminder that even in a complicated world, love like theirs makes everything simple. So if you believe in quiet strength, if you believe in hope that never gives up, if you believe that family, in all its beautiful forms, still has the power to change the world, follow Isaac's story. Subscribe to this channel. Be part of something real. Something good. Something that matters. Because the world needs more love like this. And you? You're invited to witness it, every step of the way. Subscribe. Like. Share. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment with Isaac and Florence. Together, we're not just telling a story. We're building a legacy of compassion, courage, and unshakable sibling love. Thank you for being here. Now stay close, the best is still to come. Yellow Heart.